Hello, everybody. Today I will be doing another 2024 election prediction. Today it's going to be between Ted Cruz and Pete Buttigieg. It's going to be a new one, a unique one today, with some new people in it, other than the usual Trump, Pence, Harris, Biden, uh, maybe DeSantis thrown in there. It's going to be some different people. Tomorrow I may go back doing some things. Maybe I'll do a Trump one. Maybe I'll do Mike Pompeo. But today we'll be doing Ted Cruz, who could win the nomination of the Republicans depending on the candidates, and Pete Buttigieg, who could also win the nomination depending on the candidates. They are electable people nationwide. I don't think AOC is really an electable person nationwide, or Marjorie Taylor Greene, but these people do have nationwide appeal. I guess I don't know. So anyway, let's just get right to the safe states. And as I said, not really going to be going into depth on the difference between Oregon and California, because I mean, who cares? The Democrats are going to win those, and I'll go with the Republicans that win the seats that they'll win as well, um, because there really isn't much of anything to say on these races, and I'm not really going to be specific about the margins. So, I'm sorry, I forgot about Illinois. Illinois and Maine's first, and I think I got everything now. And yeah, I'll I'll keep Colorado. I'll just keep Colorado out of it for now. But it'll be likely. I'm not gonna keep you in suspense for that one. And I forgot about West Virginia. I'll keep Virginia out of it as well too. Okay, here we go. So 181 to 125. Let's just get right to the likelies. Likely Democrats are going to be Mexico, Colorado, Virginia, uh, and with Pete Buttigieg, I'll give him Maine at large, likely. Okay, now let's move on to Cruz. For likely Cruz, that'll be Iowa and Ohio. Um, and we'll go with Maine second. Maine second, I still think it's a Republican district. I think it will continue to go Republican. I really don't know if it was a Trump fluke. I understand that Obama won it both times, Trump won it both times. But we will see what happens with Maine second. Okay, I still think Trump will win it though. Same with Ohio and Iowa. They're shifting to the right. I know Obama won them twice, Trump won them twice, but I just think they'll continue to shift, really, no matter what the Republican candidate is. Okay, now let's get to leans Democrat. That'll be Nebraska second. I don't think Cruz has much suburban appeal, and I think Buttigieg will do well there as well. And same with New Hampshire. I think Buttigieg does have a suburban appeal, and he will be liked in those states. I also will consider. I'm going to leave Nevada out of it for now, actually. I may put it in lean, but I'm not going to go with it yet. We'll go with. I'm not going to touch Minnesota yet either. Let's do. I just think Buttigieg sometimes can come off like as an elitist type of person, and I don't know how well that'll do for him in the Rust Belt. And Cruz can also come off kind of fake, just with the way he talks and the way he says things. It doesn't really seem uh, personable, which I do think will hurt both of them. I don't know how equally, but we will see. I'll give Buttigieg Georgia lean, Minnesota, and Nevada lean. I'm not going to give Arizona. I think Arizona is actually going to be closer than Georgia. Uh, Georgia's been shifting. I know with whatever sort of bill you want to call it, voting rights or voting suppression or uh, whatever you want to call it, if you support it or you're against it, uh, I do think that obviously Republican passed it will help Republicans um, in whatever way you want to say. Um, and I do think that will do something, but I still think it'll go to the Democrats, just because of how many more people are registered in Georgia. You can, I guess, credit Stacey Abrams with that, and uh, make your own determinations based on that. I still think Texas will be lean. I know Cruz was closed in the senatorial race, but then again, that was a blue wave year, and Beto O'Rourke, I'm pretty sure, sunk over $40 million into that race. And I mean, he didn't win, but he was successful in making it a close race, and I still think it will be close. But I still think, and see Cruz holding on to it by 3 to 4 points, and I'll consider that lean. Same thing with North Carolina and Florida. I think he'll win those three states. I think that they're shifting to the right if they haven't already. I don't think that Buttigieg will do well. Maybe better in North Carolina. Maybe better in North Carolina. I'll keep it at lean still, though. I really think the only tilt states are the Rust Belt and possibly Arizona. Florida, same thing. And that'll be good because then, for the Republicans at least, they gain many. They gain another electoral vote in Florida, and I'm pretty sure two in Texas. So they gain a total of three, net gain of three with that. But they also lost with Ohio, and then they lost with, if Cruz wins Michigan, will lose then, or whatever. That's what I'll see happening there. Okay, tilt Democrat. Arizona will still tilt Democrat. It's still trending blue. I just think it'll be closer. It was much closer than expected in the 2020 election, even against Biden. Biden ended up winning it by 0.3%. He was expected to win it when you look at some of the polls by 4 to 5%, so that was way off. And I still think Cruz can win it with it. I mean, excuse me, not Cruz win it, but Cruz will lose to Buttigieg um, with a small margin, maybe anywhere, less than a percent and a half. Okay, anyway, let's get to the Rust Belt. So I think that Cruz will win Wisconsin, shifting to the right. I think it will continue to shift to the right, and I don't see much of a change there. So we're left to Michigan and Pennsylvania. Now, the Rust Belt this election, I do think it will be a bit mixed matched because some states are shifting more to the right at a quicker rate than others, like Wisconsin, maybe Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, at a slower rate. Um, Now, I'm not saying what I do yet, but I'll get to that. And I do think that will have an impact. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Cruz Pennsylvania because I do think, and Trump lost in 2020 Pennsylvania by I think 1.2%, and it was very, very close. And I do think this is a close race, and I think most races going forward will be close unless if it's like, I don't know. I mean, unless if it's like Donald Trump versus AOC, then it'll be a blowout, or if it's uh, Joe Biden versus Marjorie Greene, it'll be a blowout. But you know, whatever. Most of these races have electable candidates, and they won't be blowouts. Cruz will win Pennsylvania. I think that will shift back, and Joe Biden will be the last candidate that Pennsylvania would elect in a long time for the Democrats. He was the bounce back, and I think that's the only bounce back they'll get, unless if they nominate the governor of Pennsylvania, Tom Wolf, or maybe he'll win the Senate race, but I just don't think that will happen. Um, so then we're just down to Michigan, and also Michigan just does have a higher proportion of Democrats to Republicans than Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. But when we get to Michigan, 15 electoral votes decides the presidency, literally neck and neck. This state decides it all, and I will give it to Pete Buttigieg. I think he will barely win the presidency against Ted Cruz, but it is a victory no matter what. 274 to 264. It can't get much closer than that. Pete Buttigieg, I just think Michigan shifting slower to the right than Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. And you saw that from the results of the 2020 election where Joe Biden won it by around 2.5% compared to winning Wisconsin by 0.6 and Pennsylvania by 1.2. Definitely more to the left, still shifting slower than Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, and that's really the only reason. 2028, really, Cruz would probably win it. But then again, Buttigieg could win Texas, so then the electoral map just gets harder, and Cruz could win Minnesota. It's going to change. So as the time goes forward, things will change. But at the moment, Buttigieg barely wins the 2024 election. Obviously, this is assuming Biden doesn't run for re-election, and Biden obviously serves his full term. Then Harris wouldn't run, or Harris would run, losing the primaries. Because if Biden runs, he'll be the nominee. But there you go, 274, 264. I hope you guys stay tuned for more videos. I hope to continue pushing them out as we go through June and the rest of the summer. And this is my third 2024 election prediction of the summer. So thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to, you can subscribe. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos and comment in the comment section if you disagree with any of my choices. And I'll be happy to do my best in responding to you and, I guess having a discussion on it. So anyway, thank you. Have a good day and make sure to subscribe.